All right, good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. This is for the group Unstoppables, okay? Group Unstoppable, turn in your math book to page 237, okay? Page 237. All right, let's take a look at number one. Number one asks us to write the missing numbers on the clocks, then also set the minute hand. So let's first start off by writing the missing numbers, okay? Look at this clock I have. I have 12, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Notice that it's missing some numbers, okay? So let's first start off by writing in the missing numbers. So first number is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is 5, 6, 7. What's next number? That's correct. 8, 9, 10, and then the last one is 11. Now you have to set the correct hand, okay? The minute hand. Notice it is 7:35. Now the hour hand is already set. You have to set the minute hand. The minute hand is the long hand. Alright? Now we have to get to 35. So let's start off with one and count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let's try it one more time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Notice that it says 7. So you draw your minute hand for 7. Okay? So now it's 7:35. Okay? Now let's go over to the next clock. Let's start off filling in the hands. Okay? Notice it starts off at 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next number is 7, then 8, 9, 10, and then 11. Now your clock is filled in. Now you have to figure out what time it asks us for, okay? So the time asks us for 2:55. Notice the hour hand's already set. Now you have to get the 55. Let's count by 5, starting off at 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55 is at the 11. So that's when you draw your minute hand to the 11, okay? There you go. All right? Now you can try the next clock on your own. So let's look at number 2. Number 2 asks us two things. Circle the even numbers. Then you have to look at the ones place. Okay? So here's an example on the board. First, we have to know what our even numbers are before we even get started. So I wrote them right here. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So if you see those numbers in the ones place, that's what you have to circle, okay? Let's start off with 62. So 2 is in the ones, 6 is in the tens. You're only looking for the ones place. Now you see the number 2, you have to see if it's on your evens chart, which is right here. It's an even number. So you circle that number, okay? Let's go over to 131. Notice there are 3 numbers. You have your ones place, tens place, and hundreds place, okay? But you're only looking for the number in the ones place. Notice the number 1. Is that an even number? You have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's not. So you skip that number, okay? Let's go over to number 18. Remember, you're looking for the ones place. And you do see 8. That's the even number, okay? So you'll circle that one. Let's go over to 6. Notice there's only one number. That means it's still the ones. Is a 6? Is that an even number? That is correct. And let's try the next one. 323. 3. That's in the ones place. Is that an even number? No, it is not. So you do not circle that one, okay? Okay, so I put number 2 on the board. We're going to do the first 2 together, okay? Let's look at number 58. Now, which number is in the ones place? That's correct. 8 is in the ones place. Now, is 8 an even number? You see the 8? That's right here. These are the even numbers. That is correct. So what you'll do, you will circle 8. And then we're going to do 125. We're going to work with that one. Let's look at 5 because that's in the ones place. Is 5 an even number? Correct. 5 is not an even number. So you will not do anything of that problem, okay? All right. Now solve the rest of number 2. Alright, let's look at number 3. Number 3 asks us to write the plus or minus sign, okay? So let's look at the first example, okay? 10 blank 7 equals 3, okay? So you have to figure, is it 10 plus 7, would that give me 3? Or 10 minus 7, would that give me 3? That's correct, it's 10 minus 7. Because 10 plus 7 will give us 17. And 17 is bigger than this answer 3 right here, okay? Let's go to the next answer, next question. 5 blank 5 equals 10. So is it 5 plus 5 or 5 minus 5? That is correct. It's 5 plus 5. But if you have 5 minus 5, 5 minus 5 will give you 0. And that's not the correct answer. So it is plus, okay? All right. Okay, going on down to number 4. Number 4, you just have to write the sums, okay? Remember, always start in one place. What is 7 plus 2? What is 7 plus 2? That is correct. 7 plus 2, that is 9. Go over to the next side. Oh, I forgot the plus sign. Sorry about that. Now, what is 2 plus 3? Good job. Okay? 59. Now let's go over to the next side. What is 8 plus 1? Good job. That is 9. Now, what is 5 plus 4? Good job. That is 9 as well, okay? All right. Now you can finish the rest of those questions, okay? Okay, number 5 asks us to mark the bubble under the sign that's shaded into halves, okay? Now, I had 3 different shapes up front which are divided. Now, I have to fill in about which one is shaded correctly into half. So it's the same portion on both sides. For example, look at this one. Notice, if you split this in half, it's the same amount. So you're going to bubble that in. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Even though it's split on this side, it's still the same portion on both sides. So you're going to bubble that in. Okay? Now look at the last one. Notice, it's shaved, however, it's an even portion. So this is not split into half, okay? Alright, as we look on page 238, it asks us to write the differences. Do not write the 0 in the tens place. So let's just start off with this one. 4 minus 2. That's correct, that is 2. Notice, 5 minus 5, that is 0. But they do not want you to write the 0, okay? So, you just leave it 2. Now go on this side. 9 take away 5. That is 4. And 7 minus 7 is 0. However, they don't want you to write the 0 this time. So you just write the 4, okay? Okay, the next question, number 2, wants us to write these numbers in order from least to greatest, okay? So you have 156, 143, and the number 175. So you have to put them in order from least, between, and greatest. So I'm just going to do one with you all, okay? First, we'll look at the least. What's the least out of 156, 143, and 175? That is correct. The answer is 143, okay? All right. Alright, now boys and girls, you need to figure out what number goes next for the between and what number goes for the greatest, okay? Remember, take your time. Okay, number 3 asks us to add the money, alright? So, I kind of broke the money amounts down for you. So, the first line, you have 3 quarters, okay? And then for the second line, you have 2 dimes, okay? Remember, a quarter is worth 25 cents. That's why I wrote 25. And then for the dimes, you have 10 cents, okay? All right. So let's count for the quarters. 25, 50, 75, okay? So you write 75 on this line. Remember, for dimes, you're counting by tens. So 10, 20, all right? So that's next. When you add the totals for 75 plus 20, you write the answer right here, okay? All right, boys and girls, remember, take your time. You will start off in the ones place, okay? All right, take your time. And for number 4, we just had to write the sums, okay? So we have 1 plus 0. That is 1. The next, 1 plus 2. Good job. That is 3. Okay? Now, 3 plus 3. That is 6. And then 6 plus 4. That is 10. Okay? So you write 10 on that line. And then the next one, you have a bunch of 2's. Now, to make this easier, is a trick, fast way. You can just count by 2's, okay? So 2 plus 2 is 4. So 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay? Alright. Alright, boys and girls. You saw the rest of the page, okay? And number 5, okay? And remember to write your name and date at the top.